Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss feedback amplifiers, second unit. The basic concept in the feedback amplifier, general characteristics, concept of feedback, effects of feedback. Before going to this topic, we shall see a live examples in our daily life friends. What is feedback? If this is a curry prepared by our mom, we should see the taste of the curry. Means we have to take some samples. If you take the sample of the curry, we can tell that the curry is saltless or salt more. This is a feedback given by us. Then mom adds mixes. Mom mixes some salts. First we will add some salt, but after taking a sample we will see the taste and we will give a feedback. If the salt is less, we will give a negative feedback, that is the salt is not nice. If the salt is enough, we will give positive feedback, salt is enough. If the salt is less, then mother will add some more salt, that is mixer, and in the curry, and we will get the output. This is a simple concept of feedback. We will see in basis of transistors. This is the signal source, input source, basic amplifier. Amplifier does not have any mind. It means it doesn't know which to amplify or what to amplify. It just amplifies the input signal. It may be noise or something else. So we get a distorted output. That is nothing but the output including the noise. To avoid the noise, amplifier amplifies the input, also the noise, and we get the distortion in output. So we take some samples from output and we give to the input. The output will be free from noise. That means we take noise as sample to the feedback and we'll remove the noise and give the pure input signal, and we'll get the noise free signal. That is, input signal is same as output signal by amplification. This is a simple concept of feedback amplifier friends. Structure of feedback network. First part is a signal source, second part is a mixture, third part basic amplifier, sampler, feedback network. When the input source gives the input voltage VA to the basic amplifier, we will get V0. From that output voltage, some output voltage is sampled V0 and it is given as input to the feedback network beta. So the output VF, feedback voltage, equal to beta into V0. Until input applied, there is no output signal. So there will be no feedback network until input is applied. From figure, gain is a symbol of A, is equal to output voltage by input voltage, V0 by VD, V0, and the input voltage is signal voltage, means source voltage plus feedback voltage, that is Vs plus Vf. It may be Vs plus Vf or Vs minus Vf. If the feedback is negative, minus Vf. So Vs plus or minus Vf equal to V0 by Vs plus or minus Vf is the output feedback voltage. So output feedback voltage Vf equal to beta into V0. Beta into V0. When V0 is taken as subject and remaining part is sent to the RHS, V0 equal to A into Vs plus or minus A into beta into V0. And from this AVS taken as subject, these both terms contain V0 terms. So make it group. AVS equal to V0 plus or minus beta into AV0. From this V0 is taken common. AVS equal to V0 of 1 plus 1 or 1 plus or minus A beta. Gain with feedback equal to V0 by Vs equal to A by gain without feedback by 1 plus or minus A beta. So with the feedback, the gain of the amplifier decreases. If the op amp, if feedback is given to the inverting terminal, we consider negative feedback. But in case of basic amplifier, we don't have negative and positive terminal. Then how should we know the negative and positive feedback concept? Concept of negative feedback and positive feedback. This is a summer. It is a mixer. When the input voltage is given, amplifier amplifies, and from that we will sample some output signals. And if input voltage of feedback amplifier is V0 and the output voltage of a feedback amplifier is Vf, if the Vf is sent in inverting phase along with the input source voltage, that is Vs minus Vf, it is known as negative feedback amplifier. It is minus Vf is sent to the minus Vf is sent to as a mixer, then Vs minus Vf is a negative feedback. If it is in phase, it is positive feedback. It is opposite phase. This is opposite phase, means negative. Vf is sent minus Vf. In this positive feedback, we will have in the same phase 0 degrees phase shift, and we will send a positive beta. Here we will send a negative beta. It is the difference between them. Here A by 1 plus A beta, that is A is decreased, 1 plus A beta is more. If gain is decreased, then stability increases. For negative feedback, gain is decreased and the stability is increased. So we prefer negative feedback more than positive feedback. In positive feedback, A by 1 plus A beta, 1 greater than A by 1 plus beta, that is gain increased, because here negative feedback minus A is greater and this term is also very greater, so approximately some negative value, stability decreases, here stability increases. So we go for negative feedback for operating mode. The feedback signal is out of phase with Vs, it is called negative feedback. And we should always remember beta is less than 1, because we can't take total curry for tasting salt less or salt more. In the same way, total voltage is taken as sample just less than the part of the total. There are 5 parts in a feedback network. We have seen the feedback networks: signal 1 part, mixer 2nd part, amplifier 3rd part, sampler 4th part, 5th part, feedback network. Signal source. In signal, if the voltage is taken as input, then resistance is in series with that. If the current is taken, the resistor is in parallel. Second one is feedback, we already seen. Third one, basic amplifier, sampling network, mixture. First part we have seen signal voltage. Signal voltage we have seen. Next, feedback also completed, second part. And the third, basic we have to discuss, sampling network, mixture we have to discuss. This is a basic amplifier. Remember, input resistance is high or increases, and we will see the proof in the next step. And the output resistance is decreases, because now we shall see a general example. When we need some money, we expect more from other person. That is, input resistance is high, we expect more money from other person. Input, when we take some money from other, when we borrow, we expect more money. But when we have to return him, we shall try to decrease the amount. That is output. When we give output, we shall try to decrease the amount to give him. We will plan it. In the same way, input resistance is high with feedback network, output resistance is low with the feedback network. In the case of voltage amplifier, means if the basic amplifier is voltage amplifier, it is series resistance, input voltage, gain, output resistance, load. From the figure, input resistance is high, that is R is in series with Rs. these both are in series. So input resistance is high greater than Rs. So V input equal to by voltage divider rule, V in equal to Vs into Rin by Rin plus Rs. Since Rin is greater than Rs, we neglect Rs. Rin cancelled. So input voltage equal to source voltage. Similarly, output voltage is less than load. We consider output voltage in the load voltage is neglected. A equal to V out by V in. Output voltage is considered wrong. Resistor R out, because RL is very larger, we neglect it, and the input voltage is series voltage. In the same way, current amplifier Rs parallel to Rin. Rin is greater, so we consider current along the Rs in the input side. In the output side, RL is parallel to R out. Here RL is less than R out, so we consider smallest in the parallel RL, so IL. In the same way, GM, transconductance, output current by input voltage. Here output current is along the load IL by input voltage Vs. Trans resistance amplifier is equal to output voltage by input current, that is output voltage V out by input current Is. Analysis of basic amplifier. We have already seen this all discussion in the previous. Next, types of sampling network. If the voltage is sampled, then it is sampled in the shunt manner. If the current is sampled, it is sampled in the series manner. This is small diagram. And mixer network, it is the fifth part. Series network means voltage mixer. We will mix voltage in the series manner. If we consider parallel network, we will mix current. These both are opposite. We can clearly see voltage sampler shunt. Here voltage mixer series. Here voltage is in shunt in the sampling network. Voltage is series in the mixture network. Both are opposite. You can clearly see it. We shall see the different types of network topologies. For this we need a small trick. SP, PP, SS, PS. For voltage series feedback amplifier, we use SP, series parallel. In the mixture network, we need voltage. Voltage in the mixture is nothing but series, and voltage in the parallel network is nothing. Voltage in the shunt sampling is nothing but parallel. So SP, PP, SS, PS. In the same way, voltage series in the mixture side, voltage series in the mixture side, voltage shunt in the sampler side, current series in the sampler side, current parallel in the SP, parallel, series, parallel, series. According to this trick, voltage series is drawn like this. See, input voltage amplifier, and the output is sampled in the shunt manner, so it is parallel. In the mixture, voltage shunt, he is only mentioning shunt, so in the mixture side we use shunt, and voltage in the sampling side is always shunt. In the voltage shunt, it is a sampling, it is mixture part, it is the second part, it is the fifth part. It is also sampling, it is mixture. He mentioned series in the mixture, so we use a series. The voltage amplifier, these terminals is in series. Here voltage is sampling, means it is shunt. Current series, current is a sampling part. Current in the sampling is in series. Series trick. You can easily, from the trick you can easily draw this network topologies. Now we shall see the effect of feedback on the input and output impedances. For the voltage series, We know from the input resistance RIF equal to output voltage, input voltage by input current, Vs by II. Apply KVL to the input loop. For this loop we should apply the KVL, that is Vs minus Vi minus Vf is equal to 0. From this Vs equal to Vi plus Vf in the second equation. Put 2 in 1 because Vs term is common. Put 2 in 1. Then RIF equal to Vs by II, but Vs is the Vi plus Vf. Vi plus Vf by II. Since feedback voltage equal to beta into V0. So RIF equal to Vi plus beta into V0 by II. We know voltage gain V0 by Vi. From this AV into Vi equal to V0. So this RF, from this RF we can write Vi plus beta V0 value AV into Vi by II. RIF equal to Vi taken common, Vi by II equal to 1 plus beta into AV. From this Vi equal to II into Ri. Input resistance or input impedance along with feedback equal to input resistance. Now in the voltage shunt we shall find the input impedance and output impedances. Feedback network in the beta value of voltage shunt is IF by V0, means feedback current by input output voltage. Apply KCL to the input loop. Here Is equal to input current plus If. Is equal to input current plus feedback current. Put 2 in 1. Vi by Is replaced by Vi by II plus If. We know feedback current If equal to beta into V0. If is replaced by beta into V0. Again we found the value V0 which is not in the input side. So we know Rm is the output voltage by input current. Divide numerator and denominator by II, means Vi by II by II plus beta into V0 by II. Then Vi by II value input voltage by input current is the input resistance Ri. II by II value 1 plus beta, and V0 by II value is the trans resistance output voltage by input current Rm. So input resistance with feedback decreases in the voltage shunt. Now we shall find the output resistance, output impedance. Output side we remove RL and we replace it with voltage across output terminals. Voltage is applied across output terminals. If we apply KVL at the output loop, V equal to I into R0 plus Rm into II. It is nothing but V minus I R0 minus Rm II equal to 0. From this I R0 is taken as subject, remaining terms is sent into the RHS side, Rm into I0 minus V. From this I is taken as subject, I equal to V minus Rm into II by R0. This is the equation 1. Apply KVL to the input loop because we have II term in this. We should remove. From the KVL we have seen that KCL Is equal to II plus If. Since we consider Vs equal to 0, then Is equal to 0. Put Is equal to 0. Then we get input current equal to opposite direction of feedback current, that is II equal to minus If. Since from feedback factor II equal to minus beta into V0, If equal to beta into V0, so If equal to minus beta into V0, I equal to V minus, from this equation 1 II value is replaced by beta into V0 and the same equation is written here, Vi minus Rm into minus beta into V naught by R naught, and this V naught is replaced with V in this equation. V is applied, so V is taken common. If this is V is taken common, then I equal to V by R naught of 1 plus Rm into beta. Therefore, output resistance V by I, this R naught is sent to the numerator, and this 1 by 1 plus Rm into beta is sent in the denominator, so we get this value. Therefore, output resistance decreases with the feedback in the out voltage shunt. Now we shall see the current shunt, input impedance and output impedance. This is the last topology amplifier analysis to find the input impedance and output impedance. Please clearly concentrate. First we shall see the feedback factor in the current shunt or voltage shunt or current series or voltage series. In this case, it is beta equal to IF by I naught, that is IF equal to beta into I naught. Input impedance in the general case is Vi by Is. To find the input side impedance, we should know the KVL equation or KCL equation to the input loop. In this case, we consider input KCL loop. KCL equal to Is equal to Ii plus If. Since feedback factor we have If equal to beta into I naught, consider the equation 2. Because we need to find the resistance, we need to know the values of Is or Vi. To replace Is, we need to know this value. So we found from the KCL loop equation. For every derivation, we need to know the input loop equation, maybe KVL or KCL, and put in the resistance equation. From this, Rif equal to Vi by Ii plus beta into I naught. And again I naught, we should not see the output terms in the input side. For finding input impedance, what is the use of output? So output is replaced by, we know the current gain formula, I naught by Ii. So I naught equal to current gain into Ii. So I naught is replaced by this value, Rif equal to Vi by Ii plus beta into Ai into Ii. Rif equal to Vi by, from this we can take Ii common and we can write 1 plus beta into Ai. Therefore, Vi by Ii can be replaced as Ri in the numerator. Rif equal to Ri by 1 plus beta into Ai. Therefore, input resistance decreases with the feedback in the current shunt. Output impedance. For every output we consider Vs equal to 0, it is nothing but Is equal to 0, and we remove load resistance RL, that is RL equal to infinity, and for general equation is ROF equal to V by I. V and the current from this is I. V by I. KCL at output loop. Here if we apply loop equation, I equal to V by R naught. V by R naught minus AI into II. This is the equation 1, because we have one resistance and directly current source, current through it and current through it. We found the loop equation. Apply KCL to input to find the value of II, because we have the extra value input. To find the output impedance, what is the use of input current? So it is replaced with the known values. Is equal to II plus If is the input loop equation, but we consider Is equal to 0. So 0 equal to Ii plus If, and Ii equal to minus F. From this equation, If is replaced with beta into I naught, and I naught is in the opposite direction with the I. Opposite means I naught equal to minus I. Simply I naught is replaced with minus I. Therefore Ii equal to minus beta into minus I is the beta into I. I is replaced with beta into I. I equal to V by R naught is equal to A into beta I. From V by R naught minus AI into beta I. From this, I terms taken one side and I is taken common. I equal to 1 plus ai into beta equal to V by R naught. From this, V by I is the output current, so R naught is sent to the numerator and V by I is taken as ROF equal to R naught into 1 plus ai into beta. Output resistance with feedback increases in current shunt. This is input and output resistance, and we shall see the effect of bandwidth on negative feedback. The gain of negative feedback amplifier is generally given as AF equal to A by 1 plus A beta. For mid frequency, AF mid equal to A mid by 1 plus A mid into beta, plus just replace A by A mid A low AF. Low frequency with considering negative feedback is A low by 1 plus A low into beta. Considering high frequency, AI by 1 plus AI into beta. Now we shall find the lower cutoff frequency, that is AF low value. We know the equation A low equal to A mid by 1 minus J into FL by F, general equation for gain at low frequency. We have seen the previous units. Remember this. Now you know this. Low frequency gain along with feedback is A low by 1 plus A low into beta. A low value is known by the previous knowledge. A low value is substituted in this equation, then we get low frequency gain along with feedback equal to A mid by 1 minus J into FL by F by 1 plus beta into 1 plus beta into again A low value substituted by A mid by 1 minus J into FL by F, and the numerator and denominator we cancel 1 minus J into FL by F, but we will have the value A mid by 1 minus J into FL by F plus beta into A mid, because this one is multiplied with this denominator and beta into A mid is remained as it is. After this, the both denominators are cancelled out and A mid by some value is remaining. Divide numerator and denominator by 1 plus A mid, because we have the term 1 plus beta into A mid, so denominator and numerator is divided with the same value. And A mid by 1 plus beta into A mid, we know it is the frequency made value along with the feedback, so it is replaced with AF mid by this overall value is written together 1 plus beta into A mid minus J into FL by F by 1 plus beta into A mid, and the denominator is divided in the two parts for the easy calculation. AF low equal to AF mid by 1 minus this whole value is 1 minus J into FL by F by 1 plus beta into A mid. This is the final formula. FL is the lower cutoff frequency with feedback. FLF is lower cutoff frequency with feedback, means we consider only FL value here and remaining value as FLF. AF low equal to AF mid by 1 minus J into FL is a lower frequency without feedback, and this remaining term is considered as lower cutoff frequency with feedback. This is the formula for lower frequency along with the feedback. And now we shall find the formula for higher cutoff frequency. AI equal to A mid by 1 plus J into F by Fh. We know the frequency, high frequency gain along with the feedback formula, and AI replaced by A mid by 1 plus J into F by Fh. This time is replaced here and also here. We get this formula AFH equal to A mid by 1 plus J into F by Fh by 1 plus beta into A mid by 1 plus J into F by Fh, and this time is multiplied with the numerator and both denominators are cancelled out. 1 plus J into F by Fh, both denominators are cancelled, then we get A mid by 1 plus J into F by Fh plus beta into A mid. In the previous manner, we get 1 plus beta into A mid term here and A mid in the single term. So if we divide numerator and denominator with the 1 plus beta into A mid, then we may get a simpler form A mid by 1 plus beta into A mid by 1 plus beta into A mid by 1 plus beta into A mid plus J into F by FH by 1 plus beta into A mid. This term is AF mid, means low mid frequency gain along with the feedback by this term is total value cancelled and we get 1 plus J into F by FH by 1 plus beta into A mid, and this FH is kept as is and F by 1 plus beta into this value is replaced with the FHF. If we replace this whole value with the FHF, we get AFH equal to AF mid by 1 plus J into F by FHF by FH, means FH is increased by 1 plus beta into A mid. Bandwidth, higher frequency minus lower frequency. When bandwidth increases with the negative feedback is the overall analysis. Here we have seen FH is increased by 1 plus beta into A mid in this case, but in the lower frequency it is decreased. See, in the lower frequency it is decreased with the 1 plus beta into A mid FL by this value, means it is decreased, but in this case it is increased by 1 plus beta into A mid. Therefore bandwidth increases with negative feedback, means FL is decreased, FH is increased, means operating points or number of operating points increased, therefore we can operate in many modes, means the frequency is increasing this side, decreasing, this frequency is increasing, therefore the vastness of operating, means number of frequencies we can operate is increased, therefore it is very helpful. Bandwidth increases means number of operating mode increases, number of modes increases. Next we shall see the stability. It is a general characteristics of negative feedback amplifier. The variation in temperature may affect circuit characteristic, result in unstable gain with feedback formula. Differentiate with A on both sides. AF is differentiate with respect to A, AF is differentiate with respect to A, then we get dA by dA equal to dou by dou A of A by 1 plus A beta. By using U by V rule we get this value 1 plus A beta minus, if we differentiate this we get the value beta into numerator by what A and denominator whole square. By simplifying this A beta will be cancelled out and dou A by dou A equal to 1 plus A beta whole square. Put the equation to multiply and divide by A on numerator and denominator of RHS of 2, because if we do A by 1 plus A and we have 1 by 1 plus A beta whole square, divide it into 2, 1 by 1 plus A beta into 1 by 1 plus A beta, and multiply A in the numerator and denominator. If we cancel we get the same value. Since A by 1 plus A beta we know the value equal to AF from the equation 1, so dou A by dou A equal to AF, this value is replaced with AF and A by A into 1 plus A beta. From this dou AF, and by variable separable method put this AF in the denominator and A in the numerator. Dou A by dou AF equal to dou A by A into 1 plus into 1 by 1 plus A beta. From this we have observed the sensitivity, means the sensitivity is defined as rate of change of voltage gain with feedback to rate of change of voltage gain without feedback. We have observed rate of change of voltage gain with feedback and without feedback. If we get S value more, the gain is more because the rate of change is more now. So this is the sensitivity value 1 by 1 plus A beta. The sensitivity, once again I repeat, the sensitivity is defined as rate of change of voltage gain with the feedback to rate of change of voltage gain without feedback. with feedback dou A by dou A by A. And similarly reciprocal of sensitivity with the density D equal to 1 by S equal to 1 plus A into beta. The gain entirely depends on feedback network. We have seen beta is only the feedback and AF is a gain. It is entirely depend on feedback network. Stability is very high in feedback amplifiers. It is independent of frequency components. We don't have any frequency components. And nonlinear distortion. The distortion arises when transistor is operated in nonlinear region. By let A and B are gain and distortion without feedback. AF and BF are gain and distortion with feedback. A part of beta into DF is feedback to input, and it gets amplified by A and becomes B into A into DF. The net distortion, we get this formula. It is nothing but the distortion is decreased by using the feedback network. Distortion decreases with negative feedback, noise reduces. So we have decreased noise in the output level. We shall see the small short notes of this unit 2 feedback amplifiers. We have discussed the concept, general characteristics, effect of feedback, voltage in the voltage series, in the voltage shunt, in the current series, and in the current shunt. In the voltage series, the input impedance increased, output impedance decreased. In the voltage series, that AVF is the voltage gain, trans resistance, trans conductance, types of amplifiers used in the connections. In the voltage series connection, we use voltage amplifier. In the voltage shunt, we use trans resistance. In the current series, we use trans conductance. In the current series, finally, we have seen the concept of feedback, general characteristics, gain. General characteristics is nothing but gain, lower frequency, higher frequency. Effects of feedback. In the voltage series, the input resistance is affected, output resistance is affected. In the voltage shunt, current series, the input and output characteristics are affected. That we will see in this. In the voltage series, the basic amplifier is voltage amplifier and the voltage gain is AV. In the voltage shunt, the basic amplifier is trans resistance RM. In the current series, trans conductance GM, basic amplifier. In the type of trans conductance amplifier, in the current shunt, current amplifier is used. Transfer gain AVF is equal to AV by 1 plus beta into AV. That is transfer gain. RMF, similarly GMF, AV. Here voltage gain, resistance gain, conductance gain, current gain. We have the 4 gains here. And the nonlinear distortion decreases in the voltage amplifier, in the voltage shunt, in the current shunt, in the current series. In any type of amplifier, by using feedback, we can decrease the distortion. Means the pure output we can get. And the noise is also decreased in the 4 types. Bandwidth also increased, means we can operate in number of modes. Input voltage. For the voltage series amplifier, the input voltage is voltage and the voltage shunt is current. The input signal for current series is voltage. The input signal for current shunt is current. And the output signal for voltage shunt is voltage. Because voltage series, voltage. Voltage shunt, current voltage. Current series, the input signal voltage, output signal current. Current shunt, current, input current, output current. And the input impedance increases for the voltage series, output impedance decreases, vice versa. For the voltage channel, both decreases. For the current series, both increases. For the current shunt, one decreases, input decreases, output increases. This is all about the feedback amplifiers. With the negative feedback, we can have more better features.